Rise of Aria Vale. A Badass FL Success Story. Chapter 1. The Unseen Daughter. If there was one thing Aria Vale had learned in 18 years, it was that invisibility was an art, and she had mastered it. Growing up in the Vale household meant living in the shadow of her younger half-sister, Celine Vale, the golden child. Celine, the girl with the perfect curls, the sweet smile, and the ability to cry her way into anything she wanted. The family portrait in the hallway told the whole story. Her father's hand on Celine's shoulder. Her stepmother's glowing smile directed at Celine. Aria standing on the edge, barely included, eyes hollow but patient. Aria didn't need the portrait to know her place. She saw it every morning at breakfast. "Celine, sweetheart, your favorite pancakes," her stepmother sang. Her father glanced at Aria only briefly. "Eat something," he said, as though she were a guest, not a daughter. She wasn't mistreated, just forgotten, like a piece of furniture that wasn't worth polishing. That day, however, her father gave her the final push she didn't know she needed. Aria had been accepted into Arithian Academy, the nation's top science institute. A feat only 0.7% of applicants achieved. She waited the entire dinner to tell them. When she finally gathered courage, inhaled deeply, and announced, "Dad, I got into Arithian Academy." Her father didn't even look up from his phone. "Oh, good. Pause. We'll celebrate Celine's piano award this weekend, so don't expect anything special." Celine smirked. Something inside Aria cracked and reshaped. She went to her room that night, locked the door, and stared at the acceptance letter. "Enough," she whispered. The word felt unfamiliar. Sharp. Alive. She was done accepting scraps of affection. She was done living as a ghost. She was done waiting for love in a place that had none for her. That night, Aria knew vow. "I'm taking my life back." Chapter 2. The Breakaway. The next morning, Aria packed her suitcase before sunrise. Her father found her at the doorway, duffel bag in hand. "Where do you think you're going?" he asked, tone more annoyed than worried. "Away," Aria said. "I can live on campus." Her stepmother scoffed. "Oh, she's being dramatic." Celine looked confused. "You're actually leaving?" Aria looked at them one last time. Their faces showed inconvenience, not loss. "Goodbye," she said simply and walked out. She didn't expect them to stop her. They didn't. Arithian's dormitories were cramped, old, and noisy, but to Aria, it was freedom. She got a part-time cafe job near campus and quickly fell into a routine. Morning classes, afternoon labs, evening work shift, night study sessions until 2 a.m. It was brutal. It was exhausting. But for the first time, the effort was for her. She transformed her tiny dorm desk into a command center. Color-coded planners, sticky notes, organized binders. Her classmates partied, dated, lounged in cafes. Aria lived in the library. The librarians noticed her first, then professors, then students. She answered questions others didn't understand, solved equations that stumped entire classes, stayed behind after labs to perfect techniques. Her determination was not loud. It was focused, unshakable. People whispered, "Did you see her score? She's insane. I heard she works and studies full-time." She's the Vale girl, right? But she's nothing like Celine. Aria didn't care about the murmurs. The only voice she now listened to was her own. And it said, "Keep going." Chapter 3. The Favoritism Cracks. At home, Celine flourished under attention. Or at least she pretended to. Her father bragged about her constantly, posting her piano videos online with captions like, "My talented daughter." He never mentioned Aria. Back at the academy, exam season arrived. Students panicked. Libraries filled. Stress levels skyrocketed. Aria thrived. She made summary sheets, created study groups, taught classmates concepts they struggled with. One classmate joked, "You're like a walking, talking genius/tutor." Aria smiled. She'd never been called valuable before. Meanwhile, Celine, who also attended Arithian, thanks to her parents' money and influence, was confident she would breeze through exams like she always had, by charming teachers, getting hints from friends, and sometimes straight-up copying. But university professors weren't moved by puppy eyes or soft whining. The day results came out was unforgettable. The list was posted on the giant LED board in the main courtyard. Students swarmed around it. Aria walked calmly through the crowd. Gasps echoed. Oh my God. She's ranked first. As expected.
Aria Vale.
No one even came close. Aria's name shone at the very top.
1 Aria Vale, 97.8%.
She felt her throat tighten, not from pride, but from relief. She had done it. Then someone screamed.
Seleni Vale.
77th. A silence rippled through the courtyard. Celine stared at the board in horror. Her face crumpled. She looked around, searching for someone, anyone, to come for her. But Aria walked past without stopping. For the first time, Celine tasted what it was like to be overshadowed. Chapter 4. Rising Above It All. Aria's exam results changed everything. Professors approached her with research opportunities. The dean personally congratulated her. She received a full scholarship, tuition, dorm fees, meals included. Her father called. She didn't pick up. The next semester, Aria joined a research team focused on affordable medical technology. She quickly became the brightest member, her ideas sharp, innovative, practical. Her mentor, Dr. Rowan Lien, once said, "You have the mind of a scientist and the heart of a fighter. Use both." Those words anchored her. She poured her soul into a revolutionary project. A portable biochemical testing kit that cost 1/20th of existing models. Target users, rural clinics with limited budgets. Aria's prototype worked better than expected. News spread through research circles like wildfire. Her inbox exploded with invitations, conferences, collaborations, interviews. Investors reached out, praising her initiative. She was still the girl who had been ignored. But now she was also the woman the world couldn't ignore. Chapter 5. The Ceremony. Aria's breakthrough project earned her the National Youth Innovator Award. The award ceremony was broadcast nationwide. She hadn't invited her family. They came anyway. Her father approached her backstage. "Aria," he said, breathless. "We're so proud of you." Her stepmother chimed in, "Come home after this. We'll celebrate properly." Celine added softly, "We miss you." Aria looked at them. For years, she had craved these words. For years, she had broken herself to earn them. But now, hearing them felt empty. She smiled politely. "Thank you for coming," she said. They relaxed. Then she added, "But I already have a home. The one I built for myself." Their smiles froze. Aria walked away just as her name was called. "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the brilliant Aria Vale." The applause roared. Flashing lights illuminated her face. Strangers stood for her. Her family watched as the daughter they had ignored became a figure bathed in admiration. Chapter 6. Becoming a Force. The months that followed were a whirlwind of success. Aria's invention got patented. Her research gained international attention. Foreign universities offered her funded PhD positions. Foundations donated to her cause. She founded her startup, Vitalize Labs, dedicated to affordable healthcare solutions. Her employees were mostly students from low-income families, people overlooked as she once had been. "You believed in us before the world does," one intern told her. Aria simply smiled. Helping them healed something inside her. Her first large-scale production run was a global success. Rural clinics reported drastically improved diagnostic accuracy. NGOs praised her work as life-saving. Journalists lined up to interview her. One asked, "What's your biggest motivation?" Aria thought of her childhood, of silent dinners, of unnoticed achievements, of a girl who grew up craving affection but found something stronger. She answered calmly, "My past tried to limit me. I decided not to listen." Her family watched as the daughter they had ignored became a figure bathed in admiration. Chapter 6. Becoming a Force. The months that followed were a whirlwind of success. Aria's invention got patented. Her research gained international attention. Foreign universities offered her funded PhD positions. Foundations donated to her cause. She founded her startup, Vitalize Labs, dedicated to affordable healthcare solutions. Her employees were mostly students from low-income families, people overlooked as she once had been. "You believed in us before the world does," one intern told her. Aria simply smiled. Helping them healed something inside her. Her first large-scale production run was a global success. Rural clinics reported drastically improved diagnostic accuracy. NGOs praised her work as life-saving. Journalists lined up to interview her. One asked, "What's your biggest motivation?" Aria thought of her childhood, of silent dinners, of unnoticed achievements, of a girl who grew up craving affection but found something stronger. She answered calmly, "My past tried to limit me. I decided not to listen." Chapter 7. A Life Reclaimed. Aria bought a small apartment overlooking the city skyline. She filled it with plants she had always wanted but was never allowed. Bookshelves overflowing with her favorite genres. Warm lights and soft blankets. Photos of friends and colleagues who genuinely valued her. Her life felt full.
Bright.
Her own. One evening, she opened her old family photo, the one where she stood on the edge. She placed it into a drawer. She no longer needed reminders of where she started. Her life was proof enough. With a soft, content exhale, Aria thought, "I didn't just take my life back. I reinvented it." Epilogue unstoppable. Years later, she stood at a global summit, presenting her expanded medical kit line. Governments applauded her. NGOs thanked her. Her products were saving millions. She wasn't the unseen daughter anymore. She wasn't the forgotten child. She was Aria Vale, innovator, leader, self-made powerhouse. A girl once overshadowed. A woman now unstoppable.